Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sophie Spyro and today I'm going to be continuing my Spyro the Dragon playthrough. Now this is going to be our 6th and final episode of the playthrough where we finally get to take back the Dragon Worlds from Gnasty Gnorc. As always, check the description box for our playlist link where you can easily watch start to end of our Spyro journey. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what your favourite moment of the series was. I would love to hear all about it. Okay, with the usual stuff out of the way, let's finish this. Alright, and we've made it to our finale episode of our Spyro the Dragon playthrough. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have made it all the way here, that is awesome. We're going to start off by quickly collecting our gems. Oh, not you. And what we're going to do is we'll free our dragon here in a minute. One thing I do want to say is I'm going to do this episode a little bit differently than I've done the others. I've done a little bit of research and I found out a bunch of Spyro 1 facts that even myself didn't actually know to begin with. So that was a little bit of a fun journey. So it'd be awesome if you guys want to learn some facts too as we go along. So, sorry if I'm a bit rushing, I'm very nervous. It's been a little while since I've recorded the last episode, so hopefully I'll get into the swing of things. Anyway, stop chit-chatting, let's free Dragon Delphin here that we've seen before.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Gnasty's world now, Spyro, and you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Gnasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Gnorc himself.
Alrighty. Okay, straight away we're just going to head on into Gnorc Cove and let's get started. One thing Delphin did say at the end there was reach the portal at the end of each land. Now, I did a quick practice run of this just before I played it, just so I knew roughly what I'm doing because it's been a while. And I made the mistake of going to exit level in the main menu. Yeah, no, don't do that. Go to the portal, the world end portal to come back at the end, otherwise you have to replay the level. It was such a faff about because the dragon heads didn't open for me and I was like, what am I doing wrong? I was like, oh no, don't tell me the game's glitched. And yeah, so that was a bit annoying. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to take our time here. Okay, so while we get into this, I'll just let you know. We have 2 dragons available in this level and we also have a trophy available and that is called, oh I did catch him, Rat-tastic, and it means don't kill any rats, so none of the ones that will give Sparks his health back, so just take care that you're not taking any damage or anything like that, and even if you do, it's easy enough, just all you've got to do is just save back at one of the dragons again that you free and you should be able to get through the level pretty easily enough. But just take care because there's a couple of times where these pesky rats will be near a barrel or something and you don't want to accidentally catch one. Okay, take you out. Alrighty. Okay, and as we run around, ooh, I forgot he was there. As we run around and make our way through the level, it's pretty linear, these levels. They're really easy. You just kind of gotta watch what you're doing. It's a lot of jumping and flying and just taking care, to be honest. Okay, we'll free our first dragon first and then we'll get on to our little Spyro facts. So here's Latif.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Gnasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Gnorc boots if I were him.
Awesome. Okay, so our first fact, I wanted to... Yeah, I really did just fall down. Okay, thanks. Okay, so our first fact that we're going to do is we're just going to start from the very beginning of where Spyro started. So, that over there. Okay, doke. So Spyro was first released in North America on September the 9th in 1998, and then it was released later on in Europe on October the 23rd. And he was there. The Spyro remaster was then... Sorry, I'm kind of focusing on what I'm doing. The Spyro remaster was released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox in November 2018. And then not until like nearly a year later... Oh, so you just got to take care of that right there. Make sure you don't club him. And yeah, nearly a year later was it then released for both Switch and Windows versions in September of 2019. Just take care, don't get caught by him. Way back when, Spyro was first unveiled at an E3 convention in Atlanta, Georgia in 1998, which seems absolutely forever ago. It seems bonkers. I wonder if like you guys are the same as me. I'm definitely one of those ones that are like, oh yeah, you know, sort of the 90s were like last decade kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, no, it's like 30 years ago, and it's like, excuse me, like, no, that's not a thing. It seems absolutely crazy. Right, we're gonna take our time with this dude, not to get flattened by the barrels. Take him out. Let's hopefully we can get to our next dragon without too much hassle. Okay. Knock that into there. And go pick up our gems. As I said, these levels are very, very linear, really easy to get through, even though I've lost sparks, like, straight away. Just taking care. So yeah, like I said, I'm a little bit nervous, just because, due to stuff at life and that, you know, getting in the way and everything. Anyone here? No, just being so busy and stuff. It just took a little while to get back into the swing of things, and then I got really nervous to like come back on and finally do our last episode. Yeah, I thought that bombs through. Okay, ready? Ooh, don't get hit! Oh, nice one. So yeah, so it just made me like really, really nervous just to kind of come back. There we go, onto this. But I'm glad I am now. So, because that's been really bothering me. Alright, here is Thomas, and we can save.
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Badonk. Awesome. Alright, filling these up. You can take out these dudes. And then some here. Did I leave any gems? Oh. I was gonna check for sparks then, but I'm like, Sparks is not here at the moment. Okay. Bum bum bum. Nope, nope. Carefully make our way down here, and I'm pretty sure, yep. Alrighty, so I'm pretty sure here, yeah, is one of the ones. I don't know if you can catch the rats or not with those barrels, but do, again, just take care, just so then you're not having to faff about and replay the level. Right, so we're gonna go down this middle section, pick up our key, and then we're gonna head on back. Okay. Oh, completely ignored this little box here. And I'll just crash into that. Decent. Okie doke. I think that just goes there. Alrighty. Now, some of the other facts that I found out. Now, I knew these ones. These are kind of cool. I do like these. I'm just got to take care of this bit. Initial ideas for Spyro that he... What a blow. Was that he was actually going to be green, and his name was going to be Pete, which is kind of cute. But a lot of people thought that, you know, due to another dragon being green and being Pete might cause a few issues, so that's why that had to be changed. Thinking that Disney might do one of their famous lawsuits against them, but according to them, sort of their original change, or sort of their actual change, was due to the fact that with things like the scenery and stuff, especially things like you think of like the artisans and that, it's very green, it's very lush. That, to be honest, Spyro would just blend in and he would just be lost. And they thought, you know, what stands out better than green is purple. Nice. There we go, all without sparks. Oh, and there's our trophy. Yeah, so they thought that, you know, they'd just be a bit, they'd like to get more contrast in with his colouring, so. Okay, I've made that back. Now let's pick up our Sparkies. Munch. Okay, awesome. Next level we've got is Twilight Harbour. And let's head on through. Okay, so Twilight Harbour also has, oh yeah, some really nasty Gnorcs in this one. We have 2 dragons in here, and we also have a trophy that, oh, I thought it was going to shoot then. The trophy is called What Really Grinds My Gears, and you have to find the 6 hidden gears. Now, I will do that once I've cleared out all the Gnorcs and everything, so that you're not trying to keep up with if you've missed any, because they can, a couple of them can actually be really tricky to find. I don't like this guy. He always seems to catch my whatever way I go. Yeah, some of them can actually be really tricky, because things like here, you've got like some really dark corners, and a couple of them are hidden away, so they can be a bit difficult to spot. So, we've got this big guy over here. Alright. Alright, how far are you reaching? We'll reach into there. Let's take you out, and you. Collect all the gems? Yep. Okay. Don't forget these ones you can do. Kill sparks, which is really good because these Gnorcs can be a bit of a pain. Alright, here's Cosmos again.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Oh, he's fancy. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't even see these there. Okay. Alrighty. Did I miss one? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. So our next fun Spyro facts are all about the different voice actors that he's had. He's actually had quite a few. One jumps out here. No, it's just him. He's actually had quite a few over the years. Starting off with the original that voiced him for Spyro 1, which was, and I do apologise if I say this completely wrong, was Carlos Alarjoquai. I think I've said that right. I'm really sorry. I'm genuinely not trying to butcher any names here or whatever. Just, there we go. I'm hoping I've just said that right. So he voiced Spyro in our very first Spyro game. And then he was replaced by Tom Kenny, who did the sequels. And also he came back for the remaster, which was fun to see. Here. Okie doke. Also, what's he did? Oh, he did one for... He also voiced Enter the Dragonfly as well. Can you take you right? Yeah, we can. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to head on back because I need to do that again. But before I do that and carry on with our fun Spyro facts, I'm just going to quickly save here at Cletus just to make sure I don't muck it up.
Be on the lookout for Gnorc commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Okay. Spyro then went on to have Elijah Wood voice him for the Legend of Spyro series, which consisted of A New Beginning, Eternal Night, and Dawn of the Dragon. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to change my notes here. I did not just do that. Can I honestly? Oh yeah, I can. Sorry, I'm not watching what I'm doing. I have a very small table in front of me, and it's not really big enough for the for my computer and for my notes. So almost had a bad judgment there, but we're okay. Alright, I wasn't watching what I was doing. Sorry. Anyway, Spyro then changed voice actors again to Jess Harnell for A Hero's Tale. Yeah, got it. So, for Hero Tale, and then changed again to Josh Keaton for the Skylander series, which has Spyro Adventures, Giants, Swap Force, Trap Team, and Superchargers. So we've had a few already, but that doesn't stop there. Finally, anyone recognise the name of Matt Mercer, especially any D&D players here? He lent his voice for the Skylanders Imaginators, which was the final installment for the Skylanders series. Alright. You might take... Ah, they get bumped. Ah, we're alright. Okay. And yep. Okay, round here. Take care of this guy chucking stuff at you. Another guy here. And there we go. Okay, just checking I'm not leaving any gems behind me. Just so, I mean, I need to backtrack anyway, but for the gears, but just double checking. Alrighty. Okie doke. So, for things like our favourite... Dude, that really wasn't nice. Okay, well, we'll just nip back and say a few seconds. So, our lovely, lovely Spyro music. There's normally a rat there. Okay, so obviously not spawned back in. Okay, doke, yep, so for our lovely music that we have for Spyro the Dragon, we have Stuart Copeland to thank for that, and he was actually the drummer for the band The Police. There we go, sorry, again, just watching what I'm doing. And one thing that I did find that I thought was really, really sweet, I don't know if he still works there at all or whatever, but apparently his son, growing up, he loved the Spyro games. I'm totally gonna get clocked here, aren't I? He loved the Spyro games so much that he actually went... Oh, just like that. He actually went to go work for Insomniac, which I thought was kind of cool. The fact that, you know, like your dad made the music and he's like, oh yeah, like I love this game, and yeah, I was like, oh, I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, where have I missed a bunch of gems? Alright. So yeah, so that was one, like that fact actually I didn't know, that he did that he went to work for Insomniac, but I just thought it was really kind of cool to see how it's kind of changed everybody, and yeah. And so the fact that it inspired him to go do something like that was kind of fun. Alright, let's go pick up some... Oh, is there really no mices? Oh, there's a dude up there, I think. Oh, I know what I've forgotten. It's up on there, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay, right, yeah, I know what I've done. Oh, okay. That's fine, ignore me. I've almost forgotten these. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do is I'll quickly go through the grind my gears trophy just to be sure that we've got all these, because as you can see, the first one's here. So that's just the first room. Yeah, first room that you come through for Spyro. So you just jump up and you flame that one. That one's quite tricky, like hidden one, because of course it's behind you. can be quite sneaky. So there's 6 in total. So we've got 1 there. I'm going to speedway through this. Okay, and the other one is actually in here. You can't really see it until you light it up. But there's number 2, again hidden. Okay. Number 3, again, is a hidden one here. Number 4 is right here. I'll take you this way. Number 5 is all the way at the end here. Try and catch that one. We just need 1 more, so we're going to head on back up to the supercharge. That actually works out because this means I can go pick up the last of the gems. And I'll whiz around here, up here. Take our time. Fly over here. Oh, I think I still missed. Did I? Oh no, it does work out. Okay. And the last one is just there on top of the doorway there. So you're going to have to kind of fly and flame breath as you get there. There we go. And that's the trophy. Okie doke. And don't forget again, don't just go to exit level like I did, like a doofus. We're going to head back on round to our portal. There we go. Another fact that we've got while we're on our way round is that Spyro actually took on several of the levels, took inspiration from a bunch of different stuff. One of them in particular was Dragon Hearts, the movie. I absolutely love that movie, and again, this is one that I didn't realise. I love that movie so much. I used to watch it so much when I was little, because we had it on, I think we like taped off the telly or something on like a VHS, if anybody remembers what that is. And it had like a really young like Dennis Quaid and David Thewlis that did Lupin and Harry Potter, and it had Sean Connery as the dragon. It was so good. I absolutely loved that movie. And something else that actually I found out that would have been again like a decent direction for Spyro was that apparently Insomniac had actually there's the other guy had actually planned for Spyro to be a lot more dark and grittier, but apparently it was later changed, as a lot of games around at that point were for like teens and for like more mature sort of like older audiences and everything, and apparently they just wanted to kind of like appeal to like a much younger sort of demographic. So things like Crash 3, Bugs Life, Rugrats, they all were made to help with things like the competition, especially things like the N64, because obviously at that point it was kind of like dominating the market with things like, you know, Ocarina of Time and like Mario 64 and, you know, all the big names kind of thing. Okie doke. So, before we carry on, we are here at Gnasty Gnorc. We've actually collected all the dragons. We have 1 trophy, which is really, really annoying because you can do it like way beforehand. You don't actually need to do this, but it's a pain that you've got to do this. And the skill point that we've got for it is a perfect. Now, you have to be careful because straight away Gnasty Gnorc, he starts throwing like laser ball things at you. So do take care, because as soon as he starts, he kind of like relatively like shunts one at you. So when you start in the level, like turn right, you'll see as I go in, and because you've got to like chase a bunch of thieves beforehand. I'll show you what I mean, just take care before we head on in, okay? Just grab some more water while I wait. It's absolutely roasting here. The weather has been beautiful. It's been lovely. Big loop there for Spyro. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I just had to stop for a second and go fill up my water as I was feeling so dry. As I said, it's super hot here at the moment, and yeah, I didn't want to start coughing into the microphone. So sorry if it's a little bit jumpy, but yes. Okay, doke. Anyway, getting back to what we were doing. So we're chasing this little thief. So as you can see, like I said, take care on when you come around the corner. Not when you come around the corner. When you first start, sort of the level. Just head to the right, as you can see, to start chasing this thief. Oh, I can pull this around properly. As I said, Gnasty Gnorc, as you can hear, he starts. Couldn't quite get him. He starts shooting like lasers, not lasers, like green. Oh yeah, I think they are like green lasery things at you. Oh come on, I've nearly got him. And you don't want to get caught by that, because if you get caught by that, then it negates the. Oh, there we go. It negates the skill point to get the perfect. So yes. Okay, the other thing to do is double check the tunnels for any missed gems. Also, take care. I wouldn't so much bother initially in the area where Gnasty Gnorc sort of can get you, like collecting all the gems and stuff. I would do that afterwards, because otherwise, yeah, he can actually clop you by throwing his doodah things. So he's over there. So when you jump in, go to the right, and he goes through that one. So I would leave these, and then for the first key, we head into here, and we start chasing this guy. And this guy you can actually get pretty quick. Oh, got too close to the wall there. If you get right close to the wall, you can sort of like cut him off. So yes. There we go. So while I can't remember what way he goes over here. Okay. Try and see if I can get him this time. So come close to the wall. And yeah, you can actually hit him pretty quickly on that one, so that's awesome. Double check any gems on the tunnels, because this is safe. Okay, so excuse me. Moving on to the next fun Spyro fact. Oh my goodness, I can't even speak just now. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about movie inspirations, weren't we, for the last one? So for where is he? He's round here, so this isn't so bad. Just quickly. Just about to go start the whole thing. So what I like to do is, okay, I like to get him to run, start running, and then you can kind of come here and then start collecting the gems, because then he's not firing stuff at you. Anyway, excuse me. So yeah, so talking to movie inspirations, a couple of levels of Spyro 1 actually had sort of, again, movie inspirations for... Are they all through here? Yep, I think I clicked them all. For a bunch of the levels. So for instance, you had things like Cliff Town, which had like a funky... Oh, he's already up there. Like a funky Star Wars kind of theme. I think that one's sort of pretty much a given. One that I didn't recognise because I don't know the film, you had things like the Beastmaker's Hub, which had Apocalypse Now kind of inspirations. And then on a bunch of the other levels, I in particular sort of can see it definitely from things like the Metalhead like boss level. It paid kind of like homage to Indiana Jones sort of kind of style, you know, like with the Aztec kind of temples and sort of a bunch of, you know, even like kind of the enemies as well. So that was kind of fun to see. Okay, right, I'm just gonna hide here for a second just while I explain to you. So the trophy is called Dragon On and On and On, and this is a really annoying trophy as you've got to make Gnasty Gnorc run 5 laps of this place, okay? It's so annoying because, to be honest, you can do it. You don't even necessarily have to sort of race and get him, because if you're watching what you're doing, you actually just wait till he's up on the platform and you can fire him, and you can do it on the first lap. But for this trophy, you have to go round and round, and it's a little bit tedious. So Spyro's definitely getting his cardio in for the day, like in those little legs. Do take care when you come here to stand back a little bit, because if you're also going for the skill point, he can actually sort of do, I think it's like a bit of a swipe attack kind of thing. Excuse me. So just take care that you're not going to sort of negate your skill point as you're doing that as well. On this level there are no dragons, so there's like no save points. So if you die on this, which can be really annoying, especially like in the last section, you have to restart the whole level again. So it's like really frustrating, and it's... Oh! I just mucked that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. I completely mucked that up, and I will show you how to sort that out in a minute. Okay. So, right, this next bit can be a right pain in the bum, and you've got to be quite quick and time your jumps well, because again, if you die here, you have to do the whole thing again. Actually, if I don't get it, that's okay, it means I can get the trophy. Right, let's have a go at this, because as soon as you start going here, these platforms start receding in. And if you miss time a jump, then you have to start all over again, and there's just enough time to... Oh, I just got it, I just missed him as well there. You just sort of have just enough time to beat him, so yes.
Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
He's so cheeky, and there we are, and that's the first roll of credits, but we're still not finished here. Can I skip these? Yeah, I can. Okay, so we're just gonna skip these quickly and just head straight through the bonus level. I like these bonus levels at the end, they're so much fun, and it's just a free-for-all collection. It's awesome. Okay, so while we wait for this to load through, another fun fact, this one again I didn't know, which was kind of cool, and it's kind of wild that they did this. So they actually got a NASA rocket scientist, they were asked to sort of come in and help with actually the making of Spyro's flight, sort of like the mechanics and stuff, sort of the programming of things like the camera and that, and sort of Spyro's actual movements whilst he's in flight to make sure it like looked as authentic as possible. And I thought that was like I saw quite a few sources say that, and I was like, that's really ingenious, the fact that they cared so much that it wasn't just, you know, whatever one that, you know, sort of Spyro looked like a little dragon that would fly, and just get the movements and the camera positions. I thought that was like really kind of cool and sort of really sort of innovative, I can't say that word, innovative. You know what I'm trying to say, like for its time and stuff, especially sort of in '98 when like this game came out, so it's kind of cool. Alright, let's free our last dragon quickly and move on. Here's Magnus.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard, but the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Already done it. There's our trophy. I'm in the money. Show me the money. And here's Gnasty's Galoot. Alright. And let's head on in. And this is the last little bonus level. So yep, so we've got all the treasure, all the dragons, eggs, and even the skill points. So I'll show off the second half of the gallery after we've done this as well. Did you know that due to hand limitations, that is the reason why Insomniac Games decided sort of Spyro, they'd kind of taken sort of the Spyro games as far as they could, sort of, you know, the fact that he couldn't hold anything, you know, things as like, you know, Crash could hold up stuff, or, you know, like some of the other characters of other games and that could hold things. So yeah, they kind of thought they could really, they've done all they could. Oops, like with our little purple friend here, and that's actually why they said, yeah, we're kind of done, and they moved on to different things, and they moved on to different type of games with him, which I kind of feel, I don't know if like I 100% agree with that, because like you see later on, you know, things like in, especially in Spyro 2, you had like the guidebook and that, you know, and it was all kind of like magically kind of picked up and like showed in the air, and I don't know if it was necessarily the best reason, I kind of feel, for like stopping. I don't know, maybe they had other reasons as well. They were just kind of done, they wanted to move on to other things. I don't know, but I don't know, as of now, recording this, they have come out and they said there is a Spyro 4 in the works. Very, very, very early development. But there is another one coming in, so that's going to be sort of hopefully really good, and sort of quite insightful to see how they'll sort of take it up again and sort of see what they can do with Spyro now. I think that'll be a lot of fun to see. I do hope that they kind of keep to this kind of, not necessarily earlier style, I mean, but just kind of like, you know, the first, like same kind of ways they did like the first 3 games, you know, whether did they bring in extra characters or whatever, or, but this kind of same style. Hold on. Donk! I like doing that. Yeah, I'd like to sort of see this same kind of style, instead of like the way they moved ahead with things like Skylanders. I feel like that wasn't really kind of Spyro in himself, but I don't know. I'd like to see in the comments like what your guys' opinion is and what you would like to see sort of Spyro achieve, and sort of the look and the play and stuff like that. So I'd like to hear in different people's sort of perspective on it. But yeah, but certainly as an OG fan, I would like this kind of style with like the open worlds and the collecting. Oh, almost went and did a nosedive then. Alright, now as we chase this guy down. Oh, okay, I didn't even realise that he'd sort of did a wee jet thing. Yeah, come on. Oh, do you know what? It'd probably be easier. Actually, instead of chasing him this way, I could probably... Can I catch him this way? Yeah. That's gonna save me a whole lot of time. Alright, I think... Yeah, there's a couple of bits over here. Alright, let's collect these. Alright, now before we finish the game, let's finish off a couple of our... a couple of our last fun facts that we've got. Here we go. So my next fun fact was actually more so about like our not purple friend, but our orange friend, which was kind of Crash Bandicoot. They had a lot of crossovers between the two. They definitely shipped these two as like not best friends, but definitely sort of ones to kind of put together. Yeah, I don't think I can reach that one now. I think I need to go through here first. They definitely sorry, I've just said definitely a lot then. Shipped these two characters together. And there was like a bunch of different games. I did notice, like I did know a few of these. Did you go this way or did you go this way? I can't remember what way. Oh yeah, it goes this way. Okay, doke. So we're gonna just mention just a few like fun little crossovers in that they did together. So there, to start off with, you had Crash 3 Warped, which I'm not 100% like I did play some of the I did play some of like the Crash games in that, but I'm not sort of familiar with like there we go the exact sort of numbering of everything, but I think Crash 3 Warped was the third one. Anyway, there was a Spyro 1 demo present. Obviously Crash had a demo on sort of Spyro's game to kind of allow, you know, sort of what's the word? Sort of a little bit like marketing kind of thing, to like to showcase them kind of thing and just be like, oh look what's upcoming. But apparently on Crash's demo for Spyro, it was of Artisan's World. You could only play like the hub world, so you could free like the dragons, and you could see the levels on that, but apparently sort of it was just the hub world that was completed. Like you couldn't actually go into like Stone Hills or anything like that, but it was kind of like a fun little sort of beginners thing to sort of show like, you know, come play this game. The next one actually it was kind of fun because they kind of did this again like later on. Where's the, it's here, it's not, yeah. For the remasters, a nod to this, for the Crash Insane trilogy, it actually had a Spyro Reignited. Oh yeah, no, just render distance. They had a Spyro Reignited sort of trailer, like Easter egg in it, which I kind of thought was fun. So it was like a little nod back to what had previously been. Spyro 2 and Crash Team Racing had each other's demos in the game. It contained Magma Cone and the Colossus levels as playable ones. Spyro 3 and Crash Bash. I remember having Crash Bash. I loved that game. It was like a little party game. It was so much fun. Wait a second before I head on in there, because that's kind of a cool place. They had, from Spyro 3, it had Molten Crater and Seashell Shore levels available, and it also had the skate park from Sunny Villa. Oh my god, I played that so much, just like whizzing around like Spyro on a skateboard. It was so cute. But yeah, but they kind of had like little nods to each other. Now, I like this place. This place was really cool to come into the first time. The first time sort of like playing it and seeing like all like these love letters. I don't know if it's to himself or if it's like, you know, her fans, I don't know. And then you've got all the like the motivational posters. What we got: knowledge is the power to turn dragons to crystals, patience is for dragons, teamwork is, I'm not sure, I think there's another one of those, imagination rhymes with devastation. Confidence, there's nothing standing between you and your goal, but a little tiny purple dragon. I think, yeah, there we go. Here we go. What was that one? Teamwork is for Gnorcs who can't do it themselves. Oh, that's cute. Oh, actually, that's Skelos Badlands. That one up there, I'm pretty sure. That's a thing for Spyro 2. Yeah, Spyro 2. So that's kind of fun. I forgot that was that. Ta-da! Water. Nice. And that's everything all complete, which is awesome. So we're going to return home.
Spyro the Dragon, you defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Look if the sheep gets stuck. And that's just completed it. And that's us finished our Spyro game with 120%. You see up there in the top corner? That is so awesome. And everything's all collected, all saved. And Gnasty Gnorc's butt is kicked. And collected all skill points as well. Last thing we're going to quickly do is we're going to go through the art gallery. Now I think we've seen the first 11. Yeah, so this is the second lot that you get when you complete the rest of the skill points. You collect all of these. And these are so cool. I love like these arts and stuff. And like look at like the little like map on his wings and that. These are so cool. They've got so much personality. I love it. Hey, and he's got his little doll. Cute. And well done if you've been playing along. Hopefully you've managed to collect everything. And we are done. Nice one. Okay, doke. Now one thing I did want to say was I did mention in the last episode that I was going to mention what I'm playing next. Now it's taken me absolutely ages because I've been humming and hawing. And I'm like, oh, there's so much stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood to play this. I'm in the mood to play this. And it kind of got to a point where I was like, oh, I just kind of want to play everything at once. So I think for my next playthrough, I'm not going to do it as a guide. I'm just going to do as just a general play because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But again, I'm going to hopefully try and do 100% because I kind of need that because I can't play a game without doing it 100%. I can't just like leave things uncollected. It just doesn't quite feel right. But anyway, my next game that I'm going to be playing is Link's Awakening, which is actually going to be, again, it's going to be the remake, so it's going to be on the Switch. So hopefully I will see you in the next video for that one, and I'm super excited, and yeah, so hopefully you won't have to wait too long for that. But thank you ever so much for joining me. This has been awesome. Thank you if you've watched all the end to all 6 episodes. You guys have been amazing. Don't forget to like, me a cheeky subscribe would be awesome. And I hope to see you in the next playthrough. Thank you ever so much. So have a nice day. Bye guys.